Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day, what is this, 5 on Lapis Lakeside. My whole week has been thrown off. We are going to start today off with a Dream Cluster S. Not too bad. I will take it. We'll put that to good use once we finally get another double Dream Shard event around. And we're also going to grab 9,780 sneaky snacking. Ooh, everybody chipping in a little bit this time. Interesting. We also are going to grab 100 sleep points, which will put us at 6,328 for the total. Not too bad. Always nice to have a good supply of sleep points, but we are about to use that 100 we just got. Let's grab our daily gift first, and we got 10 diamonds. Not too bad. And then we'll go to the regular exchange, and we are going to make sure to pick up this easy travel ticket because we always want to have plenty on hand just in case we need them for a particular event. It's good to have it in case we have an event on green grass and we need to re-roll to get a better berry combination for Snorlax. So definitely make sure we pick that up every month. And with all of our shopping out of the way, we can go ahead and jump into this sleep report. And if the game loads, there we go. And see if we get anything interesting today. Hopefully we'll see some of the other new Pokemon, but I will take more and better Stuffle. 10 hours, 25 minutes of sleep. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was not feeling fantastic yesterday, so I needed it, I guess. 20% dozing, 39% snoozing, and 41% slumbering. That's probably a dozing. It's still slumbering. Interesting. Very interesting. So let's see. We're at grade 4 on Lapis. Maybe we can break 20. Yeah, we did get 20. 25? Ooh, not quite 25. 24.6 million. Not bad at all. That is enough for another top belly. 3 2-stars and 2 1-stars. Ooh, Swablu. I think I see 2 Swab. I saw that animation. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. All right. So we know we got something really, really nice today. Was that a... Yes, it was a Swablu. There we go. All right. So we've got 2 Pichus, Swablu, and a Wartortle. And of course, the top belly Swablu as well. That's what I'm talking about. We also have another new sleep style too. So let's see what that is. There we go. The top belly sleep for the Swablu. That was the last one we needed. What a day. There we go. All right. We've got one more left. Ooh, new Dodrio. I'm guessing this is a 2-star. Yep. 2-star sleep. Lazy Lookout. There we go. All we need for Dodrio is the 3-star sleep, and it is all done. That a top belly sleep still cracks me up. Well, we know one thing we're catching today. Oh, the other one's hungry too. There we go. It's so gorgeous. Well, no new Pokemon today, but we are definitely, you know what we could do? We could be cheeky a little bit. Let's go ahead and feed this one the bonus biscuit. We get that one in the bag. There we go. So we take that Swablu home, and that means that the beautifully shiny Swablu is gonna be a friendship level 8. And we are almost to the point of friendship level 10 with Swablu, and we still haven't found a good one. So here's hoping that one of these two, just one, is good. All right. And of course, we send out the Swablu candy. It's not like we can send out any of the new candy. We didn't get any. So we'll send out that shiny Swablu, show off a little bit as we typically do. We got 1,107 research XP and 2,480 dream shards. Not too bad. Now let's go ahead and swap on over. We'll check out this non-shiny Swablu first. Level 12 and relaxed. I think relaxed might not be the best. It is a berry specialist. We've got helping speed S is a good start. Helping speed M right behind it. That's pretty good too. This is not bad. Inventory up L is it's okay. Charge energy we will be collecting from it. So actually inventory up L is pretty good in this scenario because that's more chances that the main skill can trigger while we are not actively playing the game. Research XP bonus is all right. Energy recovery bonus is also just okay. Actually, one thing that energy recovery bonus is very good for now, since we get energy from cooking with Snorlax, that will increase the amount of energy that we get from those meals with this Swablu on the team. Granted, it's got to be level 100 for us to get it, but it also applies to its main skill as well. So this is actually not too bad. The only sub skill that is just not necessary is research XP bonus. Other than that, pretty good. Now let's see if the nature holds up. Relaxed is not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. For some reason, I was thinking it was pretty rough. XP gains down is not the best, but again, energy recovery up means that its own main skill is that much better and more energy from cooking with Snorlax. So this is actually pretty good. 75%. This might be the best one so far. 75% is very, very good. I'm happy with that. That's one that we could definitely use on the team if we don't get a better one. So we're gonna throw this into our box, and then we're gonna move on to the next one, and we're gonna see just how good this shiny Swablu is. Maybe I might have missed the button. There it is. There's that beautiful boy, level 12 and bold. All right, so let's see. Doesn't have berry finder right off the bat. Does have a pretty interesting mix of ingredients, so not too bad. Go ahead and reset this, and we've got helping bonus, inventory up S, and helping bonus, also not bad. Skill trigger S, not actually pretty good in this scenario. Ingredient finder M is pretty bad. Inventory up L is redundant, so it's just kind of okay. Let's see how the nature turns out. Ooh, bold. Speed of help down. No. Energy recovery is good, but speed of help down is bad. Ooh, okay, so this is probably going to be about 50. Yeah, 49. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Well, at least we caught two of them, and I'm kind of regretting catching the other one first because I feel like if I would have caught the shiny first, it would have had the other one's stats, but it is what it is, and the game works out the way the game works out. We're still gonna, of course, keep this, so we're gonna throw that in the box. And unfortunately, I mean, we may use it one day, but it won't be the first one. So let's go ahead and move on and see what else today has in store. If the game will load. 10 years later. There we go. Another 440 sneaky snacking. And let's go ahead and check. We do have new news. Ooh, Valentine's Day event. And those look like some new dishes too. Ooh. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got here. In all areas, the Valentine's Day 2024 event lasts from 4 a.m. on Monday, February 12th. That is worded very poorly. Lasts from that Monday until when? That's just poorly worded. Valentine's Day 2024 is a week-long event during which Snorlax's requested dishes will be set to desserts and drinks. Good to know, so we can be prepared for that. And the final strength value for dishes will be multiplied by 1.5. Even better. We are going to have a fantastic week. All of us that week. The multiplier for extra tasty dishes will be different depending on the day. On Sunday, extra tasty dishes will give 4.5 times as much strength. Whoa. And on the other days, it will give 3 times as much. Okay. So we're all going to have a very good week that week. Also, you'll be able to meet Pokemon of various sleep types regardless of your own. So the typical event balance sleep. In particular, Bulbasaur, Jigglypuff, Slowpoke, Pinsir, Chikorita, and Absol. Okay, so 2 very rare Pokemon. Not bad. All Pokemon that gather ingredients perfect for Valentine's Day will be more likely to appear. You may even meet shiny Bulbasaur, Jigglypuff, Slowpoke, Pinsir, Chikorita, or Absol. So, probably increase shiny rates for them. What are you doing? Scroll back up. What? Why are you doing that? This game. Through limited time missions during the event, you can get great rewards such as 10 Pokebiscuits, always good to have those. And to commemorate this event, 2 new dessert and drink recipes will be added. Try various combinations of ingredients to discover these new recipes. We hope you're looking forward to it. So the event period, and then it just breaks down the days. Of course, it starts at 4 a.m., ends at 3:59 a.m. Typical stuff, nothing new there. Participating is easy. Simply press sleep. Blah, 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 blah. Variety of event-related triggered effects. Same old, nothing new. The event bonuses can be triggered in any area during this event, so we're not tied to only green grass. We can go wherever we want. Honestly, that's good. That means that if you have Lapis Lakeside unlocked, you're going to have a pretty easy time getting a high rank in Lapis Lakeside that week. So if you're struggling a little bit, that Valentine's event is definitely going to help you out to really get a little further than you normally would and hopefully see some of the new interesting stuff. Bonuses. For the last day of the event, the dishes will be set to desserts and drinks. So that's the whole week, not just the last day. Final strength gains from dishes will be multiplied by 1.5 or 4.5 times. For extra tasty, a few Pokemon of different sleep styles will appear. The typical event balance sleep. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear, and yeah, increase shiny rates. The rest of the days, desserts and drinks, of course, and then instead of 1.5, we get ×3 for extra tasty. A few Pokemon of different sleep types, and certain Pokemon more likely to appear, and shiny rates. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the breakdown. Pokemon that are easier to encounter during the event. During the event, the following Pokemon are more likely to appear. A greater appearance rate: Bulbasaur, Jigglypuff, Slowpoke, Pinsir, Chikorita, Absol. Interesting. So that means they're not breaking it down by slightly increased, greatly increased. It's just they're all greater appearance. So that's new. I don't think we've had an event before where it's just been like, yeah, they're significantly higher. But that's good. And maybe we'll actually be able to see these event Pokemon this time around. Case in point, look at me on Lapis Lakeside this week with greater appearance chance of all the new Pokemon, and I've only seen Stuffle twice, one of which was because of incense. Anyway, moving on, the greater appearance rate for these Pokemon applies only to the separate areas where each Pokemon appears. Also interesting, so if you want specific ones, go to where they typically appear. You have a better chance of seeing them there. Or if you just want a good mix, go to Greengrass. Actually, if you're not looking for an Absol or what is it? Bulbasaur's there, Jigglypuff, Slowpoke. Pinsir's not on Lapis. So if you're not looking for Absol or Pinsir, Lapis is a good place to go. But if you want Absol or Pinsir, then you need to go where they actually spawn. So that may actually dictate where we go that week. I'm going to have to think about that, and we'll figure it out a little later. Notes about Valentine's Day 2024. Event bonuses apply only to sleep tracking during the event. Yep, typical. You want to report. Yeah, all this is the standard stuff, so I'm not gonna run through all this. It doesn't look like anything is new. Yep, nothing new there. So typical event notes. But all in all, going to be pretty fantastic event, especially having everybody set to desserts and drinks. That way we all know what we need. Make sure you have a good Pokemon. Like Blastoise is probably going to do very well that week with the cocoa and milk. We probably are also going to need honey. Trying to think what all was there. Slowpoke tails, but I can't remember what Slowpoke's other normal ingredient is. But yeah, gonna be a pretty good week. Make sure you got your dessert team ready, and hopefully we can all set some goals or records during Valentine's Day. We did grab a new medal, Grade 4 reach at Lapis Lakeside. That is worth 1 Dream Cluster S. And then also yesterday, I did throw our new stuff all on the team for a little bit just to grab some corn to get it in our rotation for the magnets and tickets. So we do have 20 diamonds because of that. I was kind of disappointed in how long it took me to get a corn though. I think it was about 2 hours before it finally grabbed a corn, and I had like 7 or 8 berries before the corn actually popped up. So not sure how that's going to work out, but it does seem like Beware has a pretty high rate of getting corn. So maybe it's just that it needs to be evolved before it really comes into its own as a corn gatherer. But we're going to check for the community reports. We do have 44, not quite 50 yet, but we're getting there with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that doubled. So right at 25%. We did get a level up to level 4, which is worth 2 ingredient tickets, which I desperately need to resupply. I also used about 10 ingredient tickets yesterday after we unlocked the corn to try to get a good supply. Not a single one of them dropped corn, so that's fun. But moving on, let's go ahead and collect from our lovely helpers. Hopefully this is a skill trigger here. It is. Espeon's been doing better. I believe for sure it triggered twice yesterday. It might have triggered 3 times. So Espeon is definitely starting to show up. Gengar, please give me plenty of mushrooms. You've been slacking on the mushroom front lately. It looks like we got quite a lot. And we're not going to collect from Victory Bell yet because we want to eat first just to get that 1 extra point of energy. Because why? Let's go ahead and get to it. Of course, we've got the Spore Mushroom Curry. We will be switching up to one of the new corn recipes once we can actually get corn to be consistent. But until then, we have almost enough. See, there's the 2 corn there. We'll go ahead and throw that in. We almost have enough of all the ingredients except for potatoes for Sunday. I am pretty confident that we're going to have what we need. It's tomatoes, potatoes, and what is the other one? Drawing a total blank. I think it's cacao. So we almost have, no, tomatoes, potatoes, milk, cacao, I believe. Yes. So we can go ahead and throw in, I'm not worried about potatoes on Sunday. Victory Bell is definitely going to make sure we got plenty. So we're going to throw in some more potatoes to fill out this meal, and we are going to be set. And this is going to be an extra tasty. I'm calling it, but it wasn't an extra tasty because I got a shiny today. So can't have double the luck. 8,643. It's enough to put it at level 25. So it's doing pretty well. And let's see, we probably are only going to get 1 energy for everyone, but it has been surprising me and giving me 2 for some reason. Okay, so yeah, just +1. I wonder, surely not, but I noticed a couple days ago that we got 2 instead of 1 for everybody. And I'm wondering if that is because I used a recovery incense, so maybe that somehow also applies to breakfast. That wouldn't make sense, but it's the only thing that I can come up with off the top of my head on why we would randomly get 2 energy instead of 1 when all of my Pokemon were at 89%. I don't know. This whole mechanic is still new. We're all still trying to figure it out, and I'm sure that my assumption is wrong. That's the only thing that I can think of. I'm also kind of dumb, so who knows? But one thing I did want to show you guys before we run, the reason we are going to be switching to the corn recipe. You can see here, this is now level 25. So let me go ahead and put that there. 5,940 is the base here on the Rain On calculator. I'm still not convinced this is 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. If we do the limber corn stew, which should be pretty easy, it's just corn, milk, and potatoes. And we put it at, let's see, let's do 15 first. So it's already at 5,884. Not even 100 points less than the spore mushroom curry. If we put it at the same level at 25, it's 6,865, almost a full 1,000 points higher than the spore mushroom curry. So that's probably why, or that is why we're probably going to switch once we get a decent amount of corn coming in. I feel like Espeon alone can probably bring in enough milk for us to make it. I don't know if it can bring in enough for us to make it every meal, but we're going to try. So I kind of want to get us a good stuffle so that next week we can switch over to this limber corn stew, but we'll just kind of have to see how things go. For now, I just wanted to show you guys that so that you could maybe use this information to your own advantage. Come in here, play with the levels of these meals, see what's actually going to be most beneficial for you and the team that you have and can put together. But that said, you know what? I don't like that we're just sitting here right below grade 5. Perfect. I don't even know how that happened, but all right, I'll take it. Not perfect. We will take that cocoa though, because we do need it. There it is. Come on. One more berry. One more berry. There we go. Let's end that video at grade 5. It's not as high as we would like to be, but we're getting there slowly and surely. But that's all I've got for today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, later, dudes.